Hey guys, what's going on today? BOJoeKO here, and we are back with our Columbus Blue Jackets GM mode already through the first 2 months of year number 5, and we currently sit at 9-1. So we took a look at all the stats last episode, and really our special teams are doing well. We have the best penalty kill in the league at like over 90%. We only took 40 penalties throughout the year, and it looks like we're killing off most of them very well. Power play is 7th best in the league, so it's not that bad either. We have lost our last 3 in a row, 4 of 5, probably even like 5 of 6, maybe. But really, only our problem right now is 5-on-5 goal scoring. We need to get some more goals getting scored here, 5-on-5, if we want to get some wins in the win column. So I wanted to. Last time I forgot to check like progress reports or anything like that to see how people were doing. So we have, yeah, we know about that. We know about that. We know about that. We know about Toffoli's actually getting worse, eh? Just statistical growth, that's fine. And Johansson was at 88, really? When did he get to an 88? I don't even remember that. And Hodgson is getting worse, yeah. So it's just like statistical growth, so it's nothing really to have to worry about. It's from like the years, carrying over in the years anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. All right, so like I said, we just need to get some more goals getting scored. 5-on-5, not a big deal. The one thing I am going to change, however, 5-on-5 wise, is because we have a grinder next to McDavid and Sprong, I really don't think that's going to be working out too well. So I'm going to move Dubinsky up to the second line now, get a two-way forward playmaker sniper, and move Austin Carroll back down to the fourth line with Terrell and Tambellini. Everything else I think I'm going to keep the same. Like I said, the power play is doing good. Well, it's 7th best in the league, so there's no really need to change it. I'm not touching the penalty kill whatsoever. These guys are doing a great job killing off penalties, so we'll leave them to do that. So we just need to score more 5-on-5 goals. That's all we need to do. Gotta get some goals in 5-on-5. So we'll continue to go here, simulate some more, see how this team starts doing. All right, so 10-10-1 Washington Capitals here, and we need to get back on the winning side of things, and we get a 3-2 win over Washington. There we go. Nicely done. We might be scoring a lot of our goals on penalty kill, and like I said, I was still kind of shocked that Backlund only had 6 points. It was kind of shocking to me. All right, so there we go. Nice 1-0 win over Pittsburgh too, and like I said, we follow that right back with two wins. All right, Sim League, let me just do this. Elite League, Russia, no. WHL, yep, let's continue to scout WHL. All right, and we will go up here. All right, 10-11-2 Philadelphia, 7-4 win, nicely done. All right, so like I said, we lost 3 in a row and come back with 3 wins in a row, so that's what I like to see, boys. That's what I like to see, just a little bit of a mini rut, but we can get ourselves right out of it. And there's a 1-0 loss in regulation. There we go. 1 goal, one. And like I said, when we lose games, they're either one goal regulation losses, and we just can't score goals on those games that we lose. And yep, see, like I said, 3-0 loss. The games we lose, we just can't score goals. I don't know. It's weird. Very, very weird. All right, Chicago 8-2, and see, when we do win some games, we can blow teams out with an 8-2 win over Chicago. All right, St. Louis again. 4-1 win. There you go. Nashville. 4-1 win again. Nicely done. 17-11-1. So once again, come back with lost 2 and then come back with 3. So I'll take it. And that was an overtime loss. So get some points out of it. We'll take it. We will take it. All right, Ottawa. They're looking like a good team this year. Yeah. And Ottawa's looking like a pretty good team. They got nice centers in Turris and Zabinajad over there, so Montreal, they're not doing too bad either. 2-0 win. There you go. Good shutout. All right, next up, Ottawa again. Yeah, Ottawa looks like a very tough team this year. Yep, 5-2. Yeah, they might be a tough team in our division. Who knows? Tampa Bay, they're looking better now. It looks like the Drouin Stamkos thing is starting to heat up in Tampa Bay now. It was only a matter of time before they started it. They started doing that. All right, the Rangers, they're looking pretty good as well. And 3-2 win over them. Nice. All right, Danny Cristo getting 20 goals up already, but even before the All-Star game, which is going to be nice to see. Washington get a 1-0 win over them, and Pittsburgh, we get a 2-1 win over them. All right, so there we go. Come back with 4 straight wins, won 5 of our last 6, so we're looking pretty solid again. 22, 13, and 2. Looking pretty good here, so we'll check out. We won't check out the stats till next month again, so we'll just check out everything here. So save percentage, Bob is in 3rd. Goals against average, he has the best goals against average in the league at a 1.9, so he's looking pretty solid. Point totals, are we up there for points? No, we're not up there for points. Wins, Bobrovsky's in 4th for wins. Goals, are we up there for goals? Danny Cristo is in 4th for goals with 19, so that's not bad. Assists, are we up there? Tyler Toffoli, he does have 23 assists, so he is in 7th. Okay, Atlantic Division's looking like that. Like I said, Ottawa's starting to run away with the Atlantic, and we managed to jump back up to 1st place in the Metro. So we just need to chase, I think... we're behind LA and Ottawa, so LA looks like they're doing great with Patrick Marleau on their team. That'll be interesting to see what kind of point totals he's putting up there in LA. But it looks like Ottawa and LA are going to be some teams that we might have to catch up, and mustard. But shitty joke there. All right, so let's do the let's go up to the All-Star game here. Continue to simulate here. Not going to change everything. We're doing fine. We're winning some games. Just got to keep scoring goals, win those games, and push those 1-goal losses to overtime. And get some points in there. All right, so the Rangers here, 3-2 win. There we go. Another good win there. Danny Cristo, 20 goals before the All-Star game, so very nicely done for him. I definitely think he's going to be at least a 30, 35 goal scorer. Might even be more than that. Who knows? If he gets to 40, that'll be pretty amazing. All right, so Pittsburgh here, 3-2 loss. That was overtime. Rangers again. There you go, 3-0 win over them. Okay, 24, 14, and 3. Not bad, I guess. We're still leading our division, which is good, I guess. Nashville. 2-0 win. There you go. Back-to-back shutouts. We'll take it. All right, the guy's done with the Elite League already. Forwards. Let me just see for forward-wise if there's anything good here. Niederberger. German. 2 top 10s there. Let's go Fedoruk and Nystrom there. I'm actually going to... I'll skip by the All-Star game. I never really checked the All-Star game to see if our players make it in there. It's cool to see them make it in there, but, it's nothing we really have to pay attention about. All right, so there you go. Another good win there, 3 in a row again. 4-2 win over Winnipeg. Colorado, they're looking pretty good as well. 4-1 loss, yep. All right, so come on. Got to get Danny Cristo some goals here. Hasn't had any in a while. Still stuck at 21. Phoenix, they're well under 500. There you go, 5-2 win. LA, here we go. Big game here against the Kings. And 3-2 loss in overtime. Edmonton, they're a good team as well. Yeah, West has some good teams this year. 4-1 win over Edmonton. They were a pretty good team, though, when we beat them. So, nicely done. All right, so here we go. There's the All-Star game coming up. All-Star game coming up, so we'll simulate by that. And, then we'll check out all the stats after that game against the Calgary Flames, I believe. Then we'll be good to go. So Toffoli already has 31 assists, so that's good. No, I don't want to play that, so we'll simulate past the Calgary game, and we'll check out everything again. Right, so the Calgary Flames, looking good as well. And 4-1 loss. All right, so 28, 16, and 4. Not doing too bad, I guess. So save percentage and goals against average. Bobrovsky is the best goaltender in the league right now. He is tied with Quick for save percentage, but he has a much better goals against average, a 1.91 for Sergei Bobrovsky. It's pretty good goals against average. All right, point totals. Are we up there for points? No, I don't think we're going to be up there for points. Wins, are we up there? Jeremy Smith. So look at that, Jeremy Smith. He's actually turning out to be pretty good in Calgary. Got 25 wins on the year. All right, so goals, are we up there? Danny Cristo has 23 goals, but Jonathan Drouin with 33, for God's sakes. Patrick Kane is down there in 8th with 21. Assists, are we up there? Toffoli has 31. Okay. Atlantic Division, Ottawa already has 71 points, so they're making they're like really stretching out the differential here. And we have 60, and we're still a good 5 points ahead of the next best team. So it looks like the Atlantic Division really sucks. The Metro is looking like the heavy contenders for a wild card spot this year. So all we got to do is just keep winning games we're supposed to beat the teams we're supposed to beat, and we should be fine. The West is looking like that. We have 60 points. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win Presidents this year. Ottawa's looking really good this year. All right, so we'll check out stats, points, all that fun stuff. All right, so we're the 4th best team in the NHL though right now at 60 points. All right, so goals for per game 2.6. So it's going up slowly. We just got to continue to score more goals here on 5-on-5 and power play. Goals against 2.08, best goals against in the league right now. So our goaltending and defense is doing good. Power play went down a little bit, 16.6. So maybe you can adjust the power play a little bit. Penalty kill is still at 90.1%. Philadelphia moved up ahead of us now, but 90.1%, I'm fine with that. How many times shorthanded? 81. We have 40 less penalties taken than the next best team. So we're not taking penalties at all this year, which is really good. The total power plays for us, we have the most power plays in the league too, at 205. And who's the next below us? 20. Yeah, Edmonton has a really good power play though. They probably have the best power play in the league. No, Edmonton and Toronto do. Yeah, but Edmonton has a lot of times on the power play, so they're really capitalizing. All right, so home 14, 8 and home we're 17, 9 and 1 away, 11, 7 and 3 in the last 10, 5, 3 and 2. All right. So player stats now. Let's check out point totals here. See how we're doing. So Danny Cristo might be on pace for a 35, 40 goal season. I think he can hit 35. So we'll have to see about that. All right, so Tyler Toffoli, 40 points in 49 games for him so far, 30 assists. All right, so he's not scoring goals, but he's getting a lot of assists, which is good. Danny Cristo with 37. So it looks like our second line's doing really well together. It might be the power play as well. Who knows? But they're doing pretty good so far. 37 points for Danny Cristo with 23 goals already on the year. Yeah, he could be shooting for a 35-goal season, 35, 40 goals. Patrick Kane with 34 points, 21 goals for him as well. Ryan Johansson with 33. Cody Hodgson with 27. Daniel Sprong has 25. Forwards. So McDavid only 15 points for him. Backlund only 14 for him on the second line. That's not really. And like I said, he's not getting power play time. So, I don't expect him to get that many points just playing 5-on-5. So, like I said, he's not getting power play. Austin Carroll has 14 for him. Tambellini has 12. Terrell has 9. Dubinsky has 9 as well. Plus and minuses. A lot of our players are negative forward-wise. So Carroll's a plus 10. And he's taking the most penalty minutes on the team. So I don't know what's up with that. A lot of our guys are negative. So it's weird. It's weird how plus minuses work in this game sometimes. All right, point totals for defense. Julius Honko with 25 points so far on defense. That's actually really, really good. Murray has 19. Johnson has 13. Savard 11. Erickson with 8. Takaiza with 6. All of our defense are really minus as well. Doesn't make sense to me. And then goaltending, Bob is doing an amazing job. 1.9. 22, 13, and 2 with 2 shootouts. And then Dansk with 2.34. 6 and 3. 91.83 and then 93.18 for Bob. 8 shutouts on the year for Bobrovsky so far. So I have his 22 wins, like almost a third. Third of his wins are shutouts. So that's good there. AHL team is 29, 10, and 6. We'll just let them do their thing. I'm actually going to check progress reports to make sure if anybody had a jump. Actually, I'll just do roster moves. It'll probably be easier to check. It'll be easier to check that way. So roles. Let's see. No, I don't think anybody changed. Nope, nobody really changed. Nobody changed. They're still out there the way they are. So that's fine. We don't need to worry about that. Let's keep her going. Keep her going. All right, so trade deadline's coming up right about here. So we'll go to that, and we'll probably call it a video. Yeah, so let's go to the trade deadline. Go to the trade deadline. So coming off that loss to Calgary, let's see if we can get a win under our belt here. Get some wins going again. And we can start off with a 4-2 win over the Anaheim Ducks, which is good. Ryan Reeves is getting placed on waivers. He's a grinder, and no thank you. No thank you. So we get a 4-2 win over the Anaheim Ducks, which is good. Good to see. All right, Vancouver, they are not doing well at all. 15, 27, and 6. Yeah, they're going to have the first overall pick this year, looks like. 6-1 win over them. As expected, it should be. We shouldn't lose to a team like that. Up there's David Desharnais being placed on waivers. 31-year-old playmaker center. Maybe could be some trade bait for the trade deadline. Maybe. You know what? Yeah, I'll pick him up. I'll place him in waivers. And Kevin Veilleux is also being placed on waivers for him. 2.5 stars for him. No thanks. So we picked up David Desharnais. The Montreal Canadiens did drop him off the waivers, so there's going to be a nice little third-line center that we can maybe trade at the trade deadline. Still 4 gold stars. How is he for third line? He's not bad. He hasn't been playing at all this year. Okay, so that'll be some solid trade bait when the trade deadline comes. All right, so 2-0 loss there to Dallas. Once again, lose games, you just get blown out in losses where we can't score goals. All right, 5-1 win over Colorado. Nicely done. Come back with a win, which is good. See if we can get a 2.0 win-loss ratio here. If we can get a couple wins now. All right, Chicago. 3-2 win. Nicely done. 24 goals for Christo. All right, Winnipeg Jets. 4-1 win. Nicely done. And one more here. We'll be at a 2-0 win-loss ratio with our wins and losses. And there you go, 1-0 shutout win over the New York Islanders. We'll take it. So 34-17 and 4, so 2.0 win-loss ratio with our wins and losses, not counting the overtime losses, obviously. But we're doing pretty solid. Doing pretty solid now, it looks like. All right, some rough games here. Detroit, Toronto. All right, Detroit, they're pretty good. 7-1 win. Jesus Christ, blew them out. Toronto, they're not really doing too hot. 7-3 win. Jesus, back-to-back games with 7 goals on the board. Good Lord, 14 goals in 2 games for us. And we're looking hot during this week's. This week's looking good. Buffalo, 5-2 win. Jesus, and Vancouver. 4-1. Jesus, man, what a week that was. That was an insane week of goal scoring. I actually want to go back and look at that week. That was pretty insane. So we'll do our scouting assignment and then we'll look at that. But holy moly, that was a week and a half. That was a week of just scoring goals left and right. Holy crap, look at all the top 10s in the WHL for forwards. So we'll scout them a little bit. But man, what a week that was. And we've gone on a good little winning streak here too. Yeah, we actually got on a really good winning streak. So if we count that game against Anaheim, so we go 1-0, 2-0 after the All-Star break. So 2-0, 2-1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-1 since the All-Star break. So we really turned it up. But that week was insane. 7 goals against Detroit, 7 goals against Toronto, 5 against Buffalo, and 4 against Vancouver. So 9 and 14. That is 6, and then so 23 goals during the week. In 4 games, so that was a nice goal scoring fun we had there. So that's pretty nice. And we got 4 more games left here before the trade deadline. Calgary against some pretty tough teams here, all Western Conference tough teams. But there you go again, another big win there against the Calgary Flames, the LA Kings. 2-1 win against LA. 40 wins already before the trade deadline, which is nice. And the San Jose Sharks, 29, 24, and 8. And there's another win, 4-1, and Phoenix. And we finally do lose a game because once again we didn't score goals. But there we go. All right, so trading block. We're gonna put, I believe, David Desharnais on our trading block. So Barbashev, no, we don't need him. Where is David Desharnais? There you are. So you're gonna be put on the trading block. You don't really have anything, so probably like a draft pick for him. And yeah, I guess we'll keep York Strand on there. Not really care about that. So. Nice little run there with wins. We had a really nice winning streak going there with how many wins? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we had 11 game winning streak broken up by Phoenix. But still, we're doing really solid now. 41, 18, and 4. And so we'll check out everything once again. Save percentage, Bobrovsky now has what's the word I'm looking for? Separated himself from the other goaltenders. Carey Price is now taking over the top number 2. Quick fell a little bit, but a .935 save percentage for Sergei Bobrovsky and a 1.82 goals against average. Holy crap! I have a feeling Bobrovsky might be winning the Vezina this year. If he keeps playing like this, there's no doubt in my mind that Bobrovsky should win the Vezina. All right, so points, are we up there? Nope, nobody up there for points. That's fine. Wins, obviously, Bobrovsky leading the lane wins. Goals, are we up there? Patrick Kane and Dan Cristo are down there in the bottom. A lot of people have 26 goals in the year. Assists, are we up there for apples? Nobody up there for assists. Toffoli has 38, but still a little bit far off. All right, so team standings. Oh, look at us. So we turned it up a little bit. We have 86 points, and we're only 2 points behind the Ottawa Senators. So the President's Trophy race is intact. I think we have, as long as we continue to do we play Ottawa at all? We play Ottawa, I think, once. So we have some nice teams here against teams that really aren't that good. We have a lot of games against the Islanders. It's mostly Atlantic Division teams, so and most of them aren't really that great. So I honestly think we have our division kind of locked up. We're 13 points ahead of the New York Rangers, which is 6 games. So we should be fine for that. But yeah, we're in a race now for the President's Trophy. We can actually do it. That 11-game win streak definitely helped us out. So only 2 points behind Ottawa. We can definitely catch those guys. No doubt we can. Okay. Excuse me. So we'll check out everything once again. I'll check out everything here. So we'll do a whole big kind of wrap up here. All right. So 2.84 for goals for per game. 4th best in the NHL, which is nice. Ottawa seems to be scoring a lot of goals this year. That's probably why they're doing so well. So 2.84 for Columbus, not bad. Goals against per game, 1.9. Yeah, we're the only team under 2 goals per game. So our defense and Bobrovsky, they're doing work, man. All right, so power play percentage went back up again, 18.4. So went down, then went back up. Total power plays, most amount of power plays in the league, tied with Edmonton. Wish we had Edmonton's power play. So it's still pretty good. It's top 10, which is good. And then penalty kill, 80. It fell under 90%, but it's still 89.7%, first in the league. And time shorthanded, still 45. Yeah, 45 less penalties taken than the next best team. So we're a very disciplined team this year, which is very nice to see. Home, we are 23-9-1. Away, we're 18-9-3. In the last 10, we are 9-1. So this team is clicking on all cylinders right now. They're doing everything right. We just have to check out point totals, and going to be looking like a pretty hot team going into the playoffs. We're a very young team, even though got a lot better, much younger, and I think we're a much better team too than last year, I would say. So, all right, so point totals. So Tyler Toffoli, 52 points in 64 games for him. Danny Cristo, 48 points in 63 games for him, 26 goals for Cristo. So he needs to. I think he'll be a 20 games. Yeah, I think he can get to be a 35 goal scorer. Same thing with Kane. Them both, I think, can get up to 35 goals for them. Ryan Johansson with 47, Patrick Kane with 46. Sprong with 39 points for him. He has already jumped up to an 82, which is good to see. Plus 16 for him. Jesus. How many power play goals does he have? 5, and he has 15 goals. Okay. He could maybe get up to 20 goals as well, so that'll be nice to see goal scoring wise. Hodgson with 38, Connor McDavid with 25, so he kind of maybe benefited from having Dubes on that line now, on the third line for him. So he'll be better. He'll continue to get better. Backlund with only 23 points, but once again, remember, boys, only 23 points per Backlund, but that's only 5-on-5 time for the amount of how many. I wish it really showed you time on the ice. Does it show you time on the ice? How many minutes he's had? Yeah, he has 904 minutes. So I kind of want. You think he would have some more point totals than I think 25. So he's getting a lot of time on the ice. So you would think that he might have a little bit more points than 23. So that's kind of debatable. He does have a lot of time on the ice. So Carroll with 19 points for him. That's pretty decent for a grinder, if I would say so. Terrell with 17, Tambellini with 17, and Dubinsky with 14. So Dub's on the third line, but our fourth liners are actually doing that. Fourth line's clicking together really well now with Carroll, Terrell, and Tambellini. They could get up to 20 points. That's pretty good. 20, 30 points for them. Yeah, they could probably get 30 points. All right, then plus minuses. All right, everybody kind of fixed their minuses a little bit. Still the first line's minus, but weirdly enough, a lot of the other guys got better, which is good. And then defenseman, let's check out defenseman here. Defenseman picked it up big time. Ryan Murray and Julius Honka, 28 points apiece for them. David Savard with 20, Jack Johnson with 18, Danny DeKaiser with 12, and Tim Erickson with 12. Plus minuses for those guys, just Honka and Johnson. And then goaltending, the man of the hour, the leading Vezina Trophy apparently candidate, Sergei Bobrovsky, 32, 15, 2, and 2, with a goals against average of 1.82. Dansk has played 12 games so far this year with a 1.92. He's 9 and 3. 93.5 save percentage for Bobrovsky, almost a 93 for Dansk as well. 9 shutouts for Bob, 1 for Dansk. So our two Studley goaltenders are doing very well so far, and we have them both for a good amount of time as well. So we're doing everything right there. I'll check AHL points as well. I'll check out AHL total, see who's leading the league down there in the American Hockey League. Just going to check points is all. All right, so point totals. Let's see here. So Godobin with 54, Jenner with 51, Barbashev with 51, Yilson with 50, so this guy turned it up. So that was actually a pretty good pickup from, who we get him from, LA? Yeah, we got him from LA. Martin with 48 points as a defenseman. Jesus Christ, this guy's going to be good next year. Martin Frick with 42, Bjorkstrand with 38, 22 for Al Hardy, yep. Jansen with 16, Ellis with 16, Kimaranto 12, 11, Yalmark 9, Dermott 7, Weatherspoon with 6, Judry and Urban. And then goaltenders. Ortio's still been starting more games over than Halverson. But, yeah, Ortio's still doing pretty good there. 6 and 3 for Halverson with 3 shutouts. Half of his wins are shutouts for Halverson, so that's pretty good. Like I said, those are prospect goalies we don't have to worry about. All right, let me go check out progress reports really quickly. And just see if anybody got a boost in overall. So Daniel Sprong is now a 82 overall. So his shot got a lot better. Puck move skills got better. Offensive awareness, physical, and defensively got better as well. Dubes, we know Dubes is starting to fall a little bit, but that's fine. Dan Terrell, yep. Toffoli, yep, he's 85. Did he drop a little bit? No, there's the natural growth that he's getting. Yeah, it's just a little one natural growth thing. That's weird. McDavid's, he getting better? Yep, he's getting better, which is good. Defensively, yep. Johansson and Cody Hodgson, yep. And then goaltenders, nobody in goaltenders there. Nobody goaltenders there. Clemente, Linus London, I don't even know I have those guys. That's weird. NHL rookie scare, so Bjorkstrand. Nobody really getting anything. Bryson Martin went up 1 overall from one gain. But other than that, I think everybody else is still other. And then all these guys I think are good. Third line scorers, yep. Second line, yep. Yeah, I think we're fine. All right, so I think we're good here. We'll go into the trade deadline next video. We'll probably see if we can trade Desharnais for some team that actually maybe wants him. And, yeah, I think we'll just continue to roll here. We'll get done the regular season next episode, and we'll get ready for our playoff run, which no doubt in my mind will be making the playoffs. And, yeah, so if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe as always, and we will see you guys next time.